I say yo. Welcome to the BBW show. You feel me? We talk battle rap, basketball, and wrestling on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The topic for today is Wrestling Observer Awards. Um, I know a lot of people are kind of mad about the Dave Meltzer Awards. Let's call them that. The Dave Meltzer Awards. Because that's honestly what these are. These are just the Dave Meltzer Awards. Even though Dave Meltzer doesn't vote for them, he doesn't pick the winner. Like, it's based on the people that Dave Meltzer hype up all year. Literally. The only people, you have to be a Wrestling Observer subscriber to vote. So he sends out all the ballots and everything. So it's like, you can't get upset at the Dave Meltzer Awards, bro. You can't. It's honestly just the people that he hype up all year to his fan base, and now it's time for award time. They're gonna take what he said is God. Honestly, it's not. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm honestly not surprised. You should not be surprised at none of these Wrestling Observer Awards of 2022. The best book of the year, Tony Khan. Are you kidding me? Best book of the year, Tony Khan? Yeah, right. Tony Khan should have been disqualified from Book of the Year just for the way he was booking Wardlow. After the MJF feud, Wardlow sucked. Wardlow sucked. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Wardlow has sucked since the MJF feud. Everybody was calling him the next Goldberg, the next Batista. Now look at him. Now look at him. So he should have been disqualified just for that. Just for that. Then the way he handled the CM Punk Elite situation, that was bad. The MJF shit, letting Chris Jericho do whatever he wants on television. It's like, bro, he should have been disqualified. I ain't gonna lie. I know Triple H took over Power, what, July? So what? Vince McMahon was doing good. WrestleMania was great this year. Before Triple H ever took over, WrestleMania was great. WWE was making money hand over fist way before Vince McMahon ever stepped down. So for them to not win it, it's kind of like, it's a joke. Number two for what? Tony Khan won with 372 votes. Number two, Rosie Okago. I guess that's the Stardom promoter. Who watches Stardom? Only Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer is the only wrestling podcaster that covers Stardom. So it's like, I'm not surprised. Paul Levesque with 3, Gato 4, Sean Shelby, and Nick Menard. I don't even know what promotion they book. I'm not surprised at Wrestling Book of the Year. Wrestling Observer, most underrated, Konosuke Takeshita. Who thinks he's over? Who thinks he's underrated? I don't think Takeshita's underrated. You feel me? I think he's just not booked good. That's completely different. Number 2, Chad Gable. Number 3, Ricochet. Number 4, Mustafa Ali. Number 5, Ricky Starks. Why isn't Powerhouse Hobbs on this list? Powerhouse Hobbs is definitely underrated to me. He has the look. He has the power. He has the star power. He has the charisma. But Powerhouse Hobbs is a big geek on AEW. That's, you feel me? Whatever. Wrestling Observer, Best Major Wrestling Show. AEW New Japan Forbidden Door. Was you surprised at that? I'm not. I'm not surprised Forbidden Door won. And if we being honest, Forbidden Door was good. It wasn't great. They didn't have no Kenny Omega on that show. No Bryan Danielson on that show. How do you have the best show of the year without 2 of the best wrestlers? And they had a Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy match. That was good. It was good. But everybody wanted Will Ospreay in a way higher position than that. That was the show of the year. Number 2 for show of the year was what? Hold on. Number 2 for show of the year, AEW Revolution. Yeah, right. Number 3, WrestleMania Night 1. Number 4, Stardom. 5-star. Number 5, Clash at the Castle. 5 was Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle had a 5-star match with Gunther and Sheamus. Great Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre match. Whatever. Great crowd. Whatever. Number worst show of the year. Guess what won worst show of the year? Monday Night Raw. Number 2, NXT. Number 3, NWA Power. Number 4, Rampage. Rampage is number 4. Are you kidding me? Rampage is the worst television show, period. Not even the worst wrestling show. The worst television show is AEW Rampage. 5, how's Women's of Wrestling? Where's Impact Wrestling? Why is that not there? AEW Dynamite got no votes for worst show of the year? That's crazy. Let's not, you feel me? Whatever. Worst match of the year. Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee at WrestleMania. I'm not mad at that. Number 2, Ric Flair and Andrade versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. I'm not mad at that. Number 3, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart. I'm not mad at that. Number 4, the Royal Rumble. That's kind of over-exaggerated. That's over-exaggerated. Number 5, Matt Cardona versus Trevor Murdoch versus Tyrus, NWA. So AEW had no bad matches this year? Ha, that's funny. That's cool. That's not biased at all. Worst feud of the year was The Miz versus Dexter Lumis. That one, number 1. Number 2, Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. Number 3, Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. Number 4, Sammy Guevara versus Scorpio Sky. Number 5, Braun Breaker versus Joe Gacy. Those were all bad feuds. I'm not gonna lie. The Sammy Guevara versus Scorpio Sky should be way higher than that. That should accomplish nothing. They was just trading the belt back and forth. That accomplished nothing. That should be way higher than that. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. Was that really a feud? You feel me? Was that really a feud? Worst, most disgusting promotional tactic. Vince McMahon appears on TV after sexual misconduct allegations. That's Dave Meltzer just being salty. Number 2, WWE/Saudi Arabia relationship. That's Dave Meltzer biasness again. You've been there working with Saudi Arabia for the last 5 years. So every year they're going to get worst promotional tactic. You know they working with them. Why are you surprised? That's Dave Meltzer being biased. Number 3, Ric Flair's last match. Number 4, Stephanie McMahon's goodbye to Vince McMahon. Was that even on television? I don't even think that was on TV. Number 5, AEW not punishing CM Punk after Adam Page call-out. Why isn't Adam Page calling out CM Punk on this list? Again, Dave Meltzer biasness. It's like, bro, this shit is crazy. Worst major wrestling show. Royal Rumble 1, number 1. Elimination Chamber, number 2. GCW, number 3. Ric Flair last match, number 4. NWA Hard Times, number 5. Again, no AEW shows up here. No New Japan shows up here. That's fucking sad. That's sad. It's been a lot of bad AEW shows this year. A lot. Worst promotion of the year. WWE number 1. The company making the most money in wrestling is the worst company of the year. You can't tell me that's legit. Who is voting for this besides people that listen to The Observer? Number 2, NWA. Number 3, CYN. Number 4, AAA. Number 5, GCW. Again, no AEW, no New Japan, not even Impact Wrestling's up here. It's like, what? The richest promotion in the world is the worst promotion? That doesn't even make sense. The wrestler of the year, Jon Moxley. Now I can make a little rant about this. Jon Moxley's not the wrestler of the year. I'm not gonna lie. Every Jon Moxley match is the same. It doesn't matter if he fights a main eventer or he fights a geek. Jon Moxley's gonna bleed in every match. You feel me? And it's sad because I remember the Wrestling Observer newsletter fans hating Dean Ambrose. They hated his matches. They hated his dives. They hated his selling. They hated all of that. But now because Dean Ambrose talks to Dave Meltzer on The Observer every once in a while, everybody loves him. This is called a marking out award, bro. Jon Moxley's not the rest of the year. Not even close. Roman Reigns for number 2. Now, again, this shows the biasness. Usually they say you can't give the rest of the year to somebody in WWE because they have 2 world titles. So it's hard to justify who's the top guy in WWE. Yeah, Roman Reigns had both titles for the entire year. He's literally been the needle mover in WWE the entire year. Single guy. But now they can't give it to him rest of the year. Like, bro, it's just bias, bro. This award means nothing. I'm not gonna lie. The Dave Meltzer Awards have no credibility to me. I'm going to keep it a stack. It doesn't. I'm just talking about it just for content. This shit has no credibility to me. Like, you can't discredit the WWE Hall of Fame and then hold the Wrestling Observer newsletter to high standard. Like, what? Both of them is based on one's opinion. Both of them is based on Vince McMahon, and the other one is based on who Dave Meltzer like and who he gonna hype up throughout the year. That's it, bro. This shit is not a legit news award. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more.